add a quick HDRI just to make sure that everything is fine. So I already do have an HDRI installed and downloaded on my computer, but if you don't, I'm just going to show you how to download it. So you can just go to the internet, search for HDRI Haven, and there's this website called Polyhaven. It used to be called HDRI Haven, but you can just go to this website and basically download anything which has which is sort of like a day scene, right? I would recommend you not to download any night scene, just because it's, what do you call it? Yeah, the results you're gonna get are gonna be slightly different in a night scene. I think something like this should be fine. We just want to see how it looks in basically a neutral lighting setup. So once this is downloaded, just know the name, Near the River. Just remember that. Go back to Blender, go to the world properties, go to color. Inside the surface, go to color, click this yellow dot right here, and you can click add environment texture, click open, and now you can go to your downloads and just look for Near the River, like that. Perfect. Click open image, and now you're going to see that it's going to basically render this image inside that atmosphere. This was just to make sure that all the textures and everything is working fine, and we're actually going to be using this to basically import some more textures, because right now there's this tint, there's a sort of orange brown tint to this bottle, which I don't like, and also the labels don't look great, so I'm going to be deleting those. So let me just select the label, delete all of them like that. Perfect. We're going to be adding our own label in just a bit, so just give me 1 second, and let's actually first work on the bottle itself, right? Or actually, no, let's start from the cap, the lid, I think, because that's easier to work with. So what I'm going to do is let me go back to my reference, and so you can see that in this reference we used sort of like a rusted metal sort of a rough metal sort of material. So I think I'm going to go for something similar. Now either you can just go ahead and go to your material properties and just tweak around these materials like we normally do. We can maybe add a normal map, you can add a roughness map and stuff like that, and you can create your own material. However, what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be using BlenderKit materials. I've found that BlenderKit materials are really good, and ever since I found about them, I've basically stopped creating my own materials because it's just so much more convenient, right? And plus, everything you want to create is already there, right? So why would you want to create your own materials unless you want something like very specific, right? So if you don't have, I'm pretty sure you already have BlenderKit, but if you don't, you can just go to the internet. You can search for BlenderKit and just go to this first website. And then you can click download BlenderKit. Download BlenderKit once again, and you can just follow these instructions to install BlenderKit in your computer. So just download, and I'll show you how it works as well. So once this is completed downloading, you can go back to Blender. You can go to File, actually not File, Edit, Preferences, and then Add-ons, and then Install. Go to Downloads and just browse to wherever you have that add-on installed, add-on downloaded. You can click Install Add-on. I'm not going to do this because I already have BlenderKit installed. But once you do that, it's going to show up something like this, but it's not going to be checked by default. So you're going to make sure to check it, and then it's just going to be available inside Blender for you to use, right? So what we can do now with BlenderKit installed, you're going to see this search bar up here, like that, and you can just search anything basically in this sort of any model you want or any material you want. We're going to click this button right here before, just to go over to the material section, the material search bar of BlenderKit. So I'm just going to search for metal, and because we want to see all sorts of metals before choosing one. I think the one which I used was probably this one, but yeah, we can try out a few different materials. And the good part about BlenderKit is that it's just one click to apply the material. You can just select the object, and you can just click the material to apply it, just like that. It's as simple as that. I think it's almost too easy for you to apply BlenderKit materials. Okay, one problem which I'm noticing is with this mesh. So there's this line in the middle, which I really don't want. And I think we had a similar line in the render as well, but it's not really visible. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to fix this. So let me tab into edit mode, right? And so I'm going to double click this line to select the whole edge loop, right? And actually, I don't think I need to select the whole edge loop. I can just select a few edges. Let me go to edge select mode, and let me actually go back to viewport mode for 1 second. And let me select all these edges in the front, like that. And now what we can do is we can, actually I don't think there's any view which is gonna help us look better, but we can just press G and then Y just to move it a little back, something like that. Let's tab out of edit mode, and it's still there. Let's try going even further back. Yeah, now it's gone. Perfect. So yeah, if you see any problems with the mesh or anything like that, you can just feel free to like modify the mesh a little bit, and that's exactly what we did. So I think the whole thing is looking a lot better now. Yeah, it's at least that line is